Hello everybody and welcome to SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 Universe. This is TLC, and first of all we're going to be determining the first Divas champion, as obviously we do have a new set of champions. I realise that there is actually a championship match where I don't have to put the championship on someone by default, so that makes sense as the one that we kind of started off with. I feel like that's a good way to actually introduce championships, is with a scramble match. So we've got two championship scramble matches to come up, and here's the first one. Gail, Kim.
The following contest is the Championship Scramble and is for the Divas Championship. Introducing first, from Tampa, Florida, Gail, Kim.
So there you go, there's the first entrant in this one. I don't particularly have a bias in any of these matches, so whoever wins, wins. I'm actually not playing the first two scramble matches because A, Tiny Shiny's in one and I don't want to cheat and be biased. Not when it comes to the first champion, maybe later on. But second, I don't know who I'd even want to have win. I don't really have favorites. They're just kinda there. I'll play them as they go on, you know, whoever is a champion or whatever. I know a few that I didn't like. I remember not liking Kelly, for one. I don't like the Bellas. Alicia Fox was pretty shit. But, like, I only really remember, like, the standout, like, bad ones. I know that people like women like Michelle McCool. I think I remember people liking Melina and Layla. And I think people also were quite fond of, like, Mickie James and Beth Phoenix. And some people seem to like Natalya, but some don't. But, like, the ones that seem to have wrestling talent are basically the ones that I've just listed. I think Gail Kim's quite a popular one, too. So, you never know. Maybe she'll be one of the first champions ever. But, here's the Championship Scramble. Rules are simple. Same as the World Heavyweight and WWE Championship Scramble matches. 5 people. Start off with 2. Every 2 minutes someone else comes in. There's kind of like current champions that aren't officially recognized as the champion. And then once the time runs out, whoever's the one that's gotten the pinfall / submission is the one that's then determined as the winner. If we get to a 10-minute draw and no one has won, then I don't really have a backup plan for that, to be honest. Other than to maybe say, like, whoever the default champion was just gets it, I guess, because they were at least the top ranked person. So even though they didn't win, they were ranked #1 on their brand, and therefore they are the one that will then be kind of rewarded it for being the top. I don't know what makes them the top because they've literally just debuted, but they're the top and they'll be rewarded for, I guess, for being given the #1 spot. That's something to be congratulated for. Congratulations, you were handed this victory. And that could be what we have to witness here. But I think we're about to have the third woman of the match enter. So far, no victories in sight. I have turned on false count anywhere in the hopes that that will help us actually get a result. Because obviously if they can go pin on the outside, then, you know, it doesn't matter where they're fighting, they can get a victory at any given moment. Which I just thought made more sense than to limit it to the ring, where there's going to be a lot of interference. Well, that's Mickie James, who's looking very, very orange. Wow. Nice little into the ring, out of the ring there. I think the default champion, the #1 ranked person, is Melina on Raw. So she'll become the Divas champion if no one gets a victory. But logically speaking, I can't see why a win wouldn't happen in about 10 minutes. It's quite easy to get a victory in this game, even if you are, like, kind of stupid AI. you know, you're still capable of figuring out how to get a pinfall. The only problem I have is once all 5 are in, if no one's gotten a win, it's really hard to get a victory at that point. It's actually quite hard when there's 3 too, because there's always just kind of that extra one ready to break a pin up. Realistically, the only time there's ever actually like a clear advantage and you stand a good chance of getting the win is when there's either, you know, 2, because it's literally just a one-on-one match, or 4, because then it can kind of break into 2 one-on-one matches and someone can get pinned whilst the other 2 are facing off. Once you hit 5, there's once again that extra person just stood by ready to go. Okay, so Mickie James has got a chair. We haven't actually done the Superstar Threads video for them yet. I'm pretty sure Saria did say she wanted to do that for the women as well, though, so we will have a Superstar Threads video at some point. That'll probably come, if I can help it, I'll try to get that recorded later on today. Because obviously I'm going to assume it's going to be booking the women from the very next episode, and I don't really like repeat attires. Like, obviously there's only 4 attires, so they're going to repeat eventually, but what I mean is I don't like back-to-back repeats. I don't like CM Punk coming out in yellow and black one week and then coming out in yellow and black the next week. It just looks stupid. Why would he do that? Is he that dirty? Well, that's the current champion, Melina. Now entering. Not entering, I should say. Walking up the steps and then turning away. I'm going to leave these ones at 10 minutes, though. Because, they're not exactly main events. No disrespect to them. They're just kind of extras. No one's actually, like, super thrilled about the women's division, to my understanding, being around this point in time. So it's not, like, important. It's there. It's going to be used, but it's not going to be, like, a priority, you know? We're not going to fucking WWE 2019 shove it down your throats as hard as possible till you're coughing up. What's something that's very feminine? Pixie dust. We're not going for that. Not right now. Not ever, actually. I think even when we get around to 2K19, I'll still treat the women the same as the men. They won't prioritize. I won't insist that they main event because I'm sorry for treating them like dirt for the last 15 years. They'll just be treated equally. They'll go in the middle of the show. Maybe they'll go in the main event. Wherever it books them, that's where they go. Fucking sledgehammer. People are a bit too tiny for being hit with sledgehammers. We've still not gotten a single victory, I just want to point out. 4.5 minutes left to go. We've reached over the halfway point, and I think the only one that's left in the match from Raw is Natalya, I think, because the ones I left out were Brie Bella and Alicia Fox, because they were the bottom 2 ranked women.
Oh no! Kelly's not looking so good right now. Kelly.
Right now, he says.
That hand had a lot of force behind it. Melina blocks it. And only a 1 count.
Here comes another competitor.
Yep. There she is. Could be joining the Hart Dynasty. That would be my personal pick, to be honest. If I had to have one win in this, I think, although I don't really have a bias, I think the only reason I'd like Natalya to win is because she's aligned with Tyson Kidd and David Hart Smith. They are the tag team champions. So if she was to win, it would just be nice in the sense that all 3 from that trio would then be champions. But I have a funny feeling that Melina's coming out with the championship, because I have a funny feeling that we're not going to see a result in this one. They don't really seem to be making much of an effort in the ways of winning, so yeah, it's kind of a shame, really, isn't it? Wow, that's a funny joke. I'm laughing my ass off right now. We've got several triple threat matches coming up later. In fact, I think there's actually not a single one-on-one match on the show. Oh no, that's not true. There are 2 one-on-one matches on the show. There is Zack Ryder versus Matt Hardy for the Cruiserweight Championship coming up. And there is the main event, which is a TLC, so it's still a gimmick match. There's one-on-one pinfalls, there's only 1. But in terms of like gimmick matches and stuff as well, there's 2. Because there's Triple H versus Jack Swagger in the main event, which is justice for Swagger, if I say so myself. I'm really hoping that, like, when those videos go up, the Justice for Swagger thing catches on. I'm hoping that's something that people actually want, because otherwise it's gonna piss off a lot of people that Jack Swagger got the shot instead of Shawn Michaels. The match was restarted. The Contenders match was technically, I suppose what happened was the Contenders match was won by Swagger, but the random ass rematch that it did afterwards was not a Contenders match, which was won by Michaels. So Swagger was declared the contender, and then Michaels just kind of won a match afterwards. I'm guessing that's what happened there, and that's why Swagger is being recognized as the contender. Although I don't know, because the #1 contender on Raw, it shows as Shawn Michaels. Maybe Universe is quite vanilla. It's quite black and white with how it books. Maybe it's just simply the fact that Michaels, although he is the #1 contender, he's a face, and Triple H is a face. Because I've noticed that Universe seems to book primarily face versus heel matches. It doesn't actually seem to book yay versus yay or boo versus boo. It's only ever booked your standard face versus heel format. Yeah, 60 seconds remain until Melina is just given a championship. What a great start for the women's division, I would say. Oh no, Mickie James is sticking her face in her face. The mitt kick. She didn't do it though.
She's going for it.
Oh, she's going for it. I mean, there's literally 3 other women all surrounded the ring, but she did her move. That's cool. Natalya, steal the pin. No. My god, they're all so stupid. I wasn't counting on them being this stupid.
Kelly from behind.
Who hits a finisher and then just walks away?
Gail quickly counters it. Melina loved to have fun.
Well, congratulations, Melina. You did fuck all, and now you're the champion, because that's how that works.
Here's your winner and the new Divas Champion, Melina.
It's kind of like a bonus rule, is if no one wins, the #1 ranked wins. So there you go. She is the first. Don't remember the word now. She is the first champion by something. By forfeit, I guess? That doesn't seem right. Whatever, she did it. Congratulations, I guess. Okay, so it's Scramble match number 2. This was initially supposed to be the US Championship Triple Threat, and then this match was supposed to come later on, but I forgot to turn Universe off, so it actually simulated over the US title match. So apologies to Evan Bourne, who might have to deal with the dreaded double title entrance later on. But that's going to be happening because I did a whoopsie. I'll still give David Otunga his random shot, just to go with what it had originally booked. Well, there's the default champion now.
Championship Scramble, and it's for the WWE Women's Championship. Introducing first, from Buffalo, New York, she is the WWE Women's Champion, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
And of course, as I said before, if no one is to get a single victory in this as the default champion, Beth Phoenix has just rewarded the victory. That's how it goes. So hopefully we won't face 2 situations of people being handed victories, but we might. We just might. Who's going to be second? Okay.
And approaching the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Maryse.
So we got Maryse and Beth Phoenix to start it off for the Women's Championship. Oh man, what a song. What a fucking song. That's gotta be the best thing about the women, man. It's all those shitty songs they had. Not a single one of them had a song that was like even half good, I swear. They must have gone through a weird phase of like trying to care about them at some point back then though. Because they gave them a second championship around this time, I believe. I don't think the Divas title was introduced in SVR 2011. I think it was 2010, I want to say. Don't ask why I remember that. I remember so many fucking weird facts about these games. But I think it was introduced in that one. And I think they kind of like gave them like a mini thing. Like I remember something about like a women's table match or some shit. But like they didn't quite go as hard at it. And they obviously gave up at some point afterwards because it goes from like them being taken kind of seriously and there being about 12 women in this game to, I don't remember which one it is. I think W12 has like some DLC that's like a women's pack or something. And that brings the total up to like 10 or something. And then like 13, I think they've got like 8. And then like 14, they've got like 8. And then 15's the worst, if I remember right. There's like 5 women in that game. So the women's division's gonna fucking die in 15, especially because there's no community creations available in 15. Like, it is going to just keel over when we reach 2K15. But at least it will have some history before then. We'll just have a nice big year-long reign for whoever the champions are when we reach 2K15, I suppose.
Michael, I love Diva matches. You know, I hope heaven is kind of like this. Hard shot to the back of the
I hope heaven is kind of like this. Women smacking each other. Wow. You got a weird hope for heaven there, buddy. Well, Beth Phoenix has a signature. She might actually earn her victory if no one else gets one.
Uh-oh. What are we gonna see here?
As I say, that looked very signature-esque. It wasn't.
Oh, Michael.
This seems to be. They're going for like a cutscene. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You might say they're wearing too much of not enough. Oh my gosh.
I want to say that's Eve.
Time already?
Just because I know that's not Tiny Shiny. And I think I would recognize Michelle McCool. So that's Eve.
Oh, look at this.
That's not Mrs. Undertaker and that's not Mrs. Jitch.
You know, I love talking to Maryse. I don't know what she's saying, but I love the way she says it.
If there's any other like old created superstars you guys want to see make a return in this universe, do let me know. You know, classics like D9 and the indie wrestler. All are such beloved names. Do let me know.
Michael, I love foreign divas.
I'm not going to bring particularly everyone back. I can already think of one character that people are going to ask for that is absolutely not coming back. But if you guys would like any of them back, let me know. I already had fucking Dan asking for the Great Destroyer. I don't really know if I want to do that again, but I'll leave it up to you guys. I remember everyone wanted him, and then I got him, and everyone fucking wanted him dead, so I don't know. All I know is the 9-4 is a must. I just need to actually get around to doing that. I try to create some new people, but I'm just not that creative. Not exactly like I can download people's customs either.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but it might be too late now for the Glamazon. She's been absolutely dominated. This could do it.
Now just remember as we reach the... Oh my god, her arms are so small! Oh, there's Tiny Shiny.
What a sensational maneuver.
Added to the mix.
Will it be? She tosses her opponent over the top rope. Oh.
Is that like fucking quack noise? That's my biggest complaint with some of the earlier games is the customs really stood out. They didn't look right in the ring with everyone else. I know that she's had her body like extra tweaked, but like there's just something about them. They look like they were made with like lower graphics. Like you look at the the shine effects on like whatever Beth Phoenix is wearing there, that green outfit, and I think Eve's got some shine effects as well, and you just don't get that on the customs. They were quite half-assed characters in comparison. Fucking Great Khali's moveset. Should have been Kane's. If you wanted a tough guy, it should have been Kane's. I know it wasn't my call, and I'll respect that, but Great Khali, man.
Dropped right on the back of the head off an explosive German suplex.
Okay, who's the fifth one? I forgot. Oh yeah, Michelle McCool, I believe. The ones that were left out from SmackDown were Nikki Bella and Layla. Layla because she was the absolute bottom ranked one, and Nikki Bella because the Bellas are jobbers. If I need someone to take a pinfall, it's going to be a Bella.
Again, no countouts.
I have actually put the women aligned with some people, by the way, just in case anyone was curious. I have added Natalya to the Hart Dynasty. I actually put John Morrison and Melina together. I figured that would kind of fit him stabbing R-Truth in the back, partner himself up with a champion instead. And I think I did make one more team. I think I put Michelle McCool and Layla together because that was a team. So I think those are the only ones though. There might have been one more, but I want to say, oh no, I went to put Eve in Crime Time, but they don't actually have a trio entrance for them, so I left her out. But I'll probably have her manage them because I think she was associated with them at some point. That's like the only thing I really remember about her. That, and I think she kicked Zack Ryder in the nuts at WrestleMania one year. Oh my. Are we going to see any fucking pins in these scramble matches today, or are they just going to fuck around? The thing that amazes me is that the momentum setting by default on these was fast. And I thought, okay, well that makes sense. Loads of finishes means loads of pinfalls, means the championship's going to be kind of flipping all over the place. In actuality, what that meant was the championship's not going to change hands fucking once. They're never going to get finishes. Occasionally they'll get one, then they'll lose it.
Oh, geez, lights out. Oh, man, what a shot. Ouch. Just stepping on the back right on the kidneys. I'll tell you, Michelle McCool is a smoking. Oh, look out.
That sounded so fucking fake.
What a clothesline.
Smoking. Okay, that was a pretty cool move. Maybe she doesn't have the Great Khali's moveset. I don't fucking know.
That'll cause some damage. Oh, wow.
That was a bit too flashy for the Great Khali. Uh-oh. Are we actually gonna... No, of course not.
Smart strategy there. Ow, what an elbow. Oh.
Would have been nice. But it looks like Beth Phoenix is going to win by default. That's the term I was trying to think of when Melina won. Or not forfeit. Win the championship by default. That's what it was. At least I know now.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, boy. Punch that gut.
Tremendous right hand to the temple.
Okay, well, we got less than 40 seconds remaining on the clock, and then this one's finally over. It's been a very long 20 minutes. I look forward to playing the game once they're up, but I thought it would only be fair to try not to be biased, mostly because I don't really have a bias other than Tiny Shiny, and that's just not fair on anyone watching. I can already see the angry comments if Tiny Shiny were to have been made the first champion by me playing, so I can understand. I hope you guys understand why I didn't. I'm regretting it because no result has even happened other than 2 champions by default. We may as well have not even had these matches. They were literally both handed them. Beth Phoenix won it laying on her fucking back. Well, there you go.
Here's your winner and the new WWE Women's Champion, Beth Phoenix, the Glamazon.
I'm glad that you bothered to mention that she is the Glamazon. Well, there you have it. Beth Phoenix and Melina, they came in as the default champions. They didn't accomplish anything, but they're leaving as the default champions, officially confirmed. So, yeah. Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat up next. Vance Archer, The Miz. I forgot who the third guy is. See you then. Okay, championship time is upon us. Like, for champions to actually defend, I meant. We already had championship matches. It's good to see what people said is actually true. If you're a double champion, but you're defending one, they only come out wearing the one they're defending. Because as you may remember, The Miz, this past Friday on SmackDown, teamed with Jericho and defeated CM Punk and Luke Gallows to become the WWE Tag Team Champions. So, yeah, he is currently a double champion.
Introducing the challenger from Dallas, Texas, weighing 270 pounds, Vance Archer.
Not only does Vance Archer absolutely not, in my opinion, deserve this match, but he was humiliated on Friday by on Thursday, I think it was. It might have been a Superstars match. Oh no, I think it was SmackDown. Yeah, it was SmackDown. Humiliated by Rob Van Dam in his last match on the show. Destroyed in a matter of seconds. Vengeance was Tatsu's in the hands of Rob Van Dam. He doesn't deserve the shot. Absolutely not. It should be Yoshitatsu. I'm glad that Luke Gallows was randomly thrown in.
Introducing the challenger, weighing in at 291 pounds, Luke Gallows.
I'm really not sure where to go with why this has happened, other than the fact that with The Miz winning 2 championships, the Straight Edge Society were due at least some kind of justice, considering they only had a shot at 2 championships. They need a shot at a third one. So Luke Gallows getting an opportunity at The Miz's Intercontinental Championship after the Straight Edge Society lost to Chris Jericho and The Miz on SmackDown for the tag team titles. He does hold a victory over Vladimir Kozlov on more than one occasion, I believe, so Luke Gallows isn't exactly a loser. I just wouldn't say that he was worthy of this shot, but he's about as worthy as Vance Archer has proven to be, so all credit to him there. 2 are about even in terms of how much they deserve. In fact, if anything, Gallows deserves the opportunity more, because he's at least been winning matches fair. What has Vance Archer actually done? He competed in the inaugural championship match and lost. Then he got a contenders match against Tatsu, which he cheated to win in a matter of seconds. And then he got destroyed by Rob Van Dam in the exact same situation that he got himself into, or that he put Tatsu through. I think it'll be very interesting to see how long The Miz can remain a double champion for. Admittedly, I am playing The Miz in this one because I do see him as more of a solo guy. If there was a title I don't think suits him so very well right now, it's the WWE Tag Team title, and not because he doesn't fit the WWE Tag Team title. You know, he has been a tag team champion. Him and Morrison, great tag team. My biggest issue with the concept of those two as a team, with The Miz and his tag team title right now, is him and Jericho. Too much ego, not enough chemistry. Really not even sure why they're a team. But I have a feeling it won't last very long. I'll definitely say that Miz is a little bit outsized in this match. But I believe the next match, in case anyone is curious, will be for the United States Championship. That'll be a triple threat battle between David Otunga and Kane against the champion Evan Bourne. So the same as this. As I said, this year's TLC has an extra couple T's in it because it's the triple threat tables, ladders and chairs event apparently. We got so many triple threat matches. I believe we got a grand total of 3. A triple threat of triple threats. That's what we've got. You know, we've had 2 championship scramble matches, and we got a whopping 2 one-on-one matches. Undertaker put in a very tough situation as opposed to Triple H. Triple H has only got to overcome Jack Swagger one-on-one, whereas Undertaker's got to be able to make it through the already determined contender in Randy Orton, as well as a random bonus Big Show. Now, in all fairness, Big Show hasn't actually lost a match yet. He wasn't in the Scramble match. He didn't get a shot at becoming the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion. He was removed last second, but he'll get his chance. And the best of all is what comes after TLC, because then we begin the road to WrestleMania with the Royal Rumble. That one I always love. Finding out who's going to be the first ever Royal Rumble winner. There's still people on Raw and SmackDown that haven't even debuted yet. They could start their careers at the Rumble. A few to name a few from Raw, we've got Santino Marella for one. I actually can't think of anyone else from Raw off the top of my head. I know Santino hasn't made any appearances yet. I want to say there's like a legend that hasn't debuted on Raw yet. I mean, I know we've had Terry Funk and Stone Cold compete on a couple of occasions. Ricky Steamboat, I believe, has also competed on Superstars a few times. I think he's on Raw. He might be on SmackDown though. I can't actually remember what brand Steamboat's on. Jake Roberts, there's another guy who hasn't debuted from Raw yet. And from SmackDown you got The Rock and Cena, which are slightly bigger names than Jake Roberts and Santino. Christian's now finally made his debut, as has Kane. So that's another couple names off that list of not yet competed. I think mostly everyone from Raw has competed, but I think there's quite a few from SmackDown. Off the top of my head, though, it's always The Rock and Cena that come to mind first.
Gallows comes up with a counter. Oh!
But yeah, there's quite a few that still need to make their debuts, respectively, on their brands.
Oh! Oh! Ow!
Just kind of waiting on that golden moment. My God, triple threat matches are awkward. Got so many of these today. This is only the first one of 3. I might be sneaky and make the US Championship match a little bit different. I might throw like a 4th guy in or something. Something to just change it up. Because Otunga, Kane and Evan Bourne immediately after this is going to bore the shit out of me. So Excuse me whilst I modify with some matches. I mean, the US title match has already been fucked up anyway. It's been removed from the actual match card by that Championship Scramble match that started the show because I forgot to turn Universe off when doing it. So yeah, whilst I'm on the subject of modifying the US title match anyway, because I've got to put an extra title on Bourne so that he'll actually defend the US Championship, I might throw in the bonus of someone else being in the US title match. I'll tell you what, we'll make it a surprise participant. How's that? So it will be Evan Bourne, Kane, forgot who else. David Otunga and someone else. Probably just someone who's in the top rankings for the US title. Gold Dust. There's another guy who hasn't made a debut on SmackDown.
Did you see that? That was unreal. What a move by the champ.
Vance Archer with the arm.
Wow, they really just don't want Miz to win. That was a pretty sweet transition into the skull-crushing finale, if I do say so myself. There you go. Vance Archer eats the pin for the second time. I'm satisfied with that outcome. I'm satisfied with the way I managed to hit the finisher, too. That was pretty awesome. I agree, Miz. I don't really want belts flip-flopping like mad, but at the same time, if I do see the fit that someone drops a title rather quickly, I will. To be honest, making the next match a bigger match might actually help Evan Bourne's chances of retaining the United States Championship. Because at the moment, he's a little bit outnumbered. I mean, he's screwed when he was up against Kane alone. If you throw Otunga into the mix, things become a little bit more difficult. Anyway, US Championship match, whatever it may be, up next. Well, here it is. A very unfortunate day for Evan Bourne. Or maybe fortunate.
Six-man battle royal. And it's for the United States Championship. Introducing first, weighing 183 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Evan Bourne.
Evan Bourne, currently also holding the ECW title at the moment, just to make sure that I could actually book this correctly. But got ourselves a little surprise as this went from Evan Bourne to Kane. I'm going to go with the story of Evan Bourne begged that some more people were thrown into this match so that it would at least be somewhat more fair, so that it would be a bit more varied, but also so that it potentially could decrease his odds. It's kind of a gamble, and so it's been delivered. Evan Bourne feared Kane, so he did whatever it took, and if that included putting 4 other guys between them, then if that's going to help him feel more comfortable, whatever. Maybe he's just hoping someone else will eliminate Kane. But nonetheless, this is the match that we have gotten. The top 5 contenders all challenging for the United States Championship, and of course David Otunga randomly shot up in the rankings from the very bottom to the top 5. I'm really not sure how he did it, but he did. Must have been that loss they suffered on Raw, must have really done wonders for him. Well, no, that was on Superstars. And of course Evan's new tag team partner. Might be over before it even started.
Introducing the challenger from Ghana, West Africa, weighing 221 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
This isn't your old school over-the-top rope battle royal either. No, this is a more traditional and respectful way of defending a championship. This is a pinfall or submission by elimination only battle royal. So there won't be any of that nonsense where it's like, well, he won, but he didn't really pin the guy. No. You got to earn your opportunity. You got to earn the championship. Kane's got to get pinned.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Cruiserweight
Evan Bourne was obviously just not ready for a challenger like Kane, so this was the best option he had. I mean, it was literally giving an opportunity to one of the members of the Nexus, giving the opportunity to the other two people that Kane's already beaten in a contenders match, and of course there's still one more person to come, so can look forward to that. Realistically, Christian and Kofi should not be in this match. I like them both, but losing to Kane shouldn't get you a title opportunity. Kane should be getting this match one-on-one, but I guess it really would be Evan's funeral. I mean, we'll pretend he didn't squash Mark Henry at the start of Survivor Series. Different Mark Henry. Very different to the Mark Henry that you'll see later on. Wow, that's a lot of boos. Wow, that's a bright outfit.
From Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Very, very colourful. Thank you, Saria. Could be US champion. Sheamus has actually been pretty dominant so far, just not overly like used, but dominant, if that makes any sense. I need to change the music and video for Kane because I ain't using Unmasked Kane.
Weighing 323 pounds, Kane.
Of course, another shout out to Sari here. Very different colours for Kane. She's called this one Scary. Yeah, thank you for the applause. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good name too. Get that big boom in there. Kaplooey. The white and red definitely works, but at the same time, it's a very unusual thing to see on Kane. But it definitely works. I won't discredit that. Alright, Battle Royal time. Sorry about the small cutaway there, assuming I remember to actually cut it out. I'd be very surprised if I didn't. I think that was quite a long one. But, we'll see. Evan Bourne. So we got, 3 battles going on right now. We got the US champion Evan Bourne facing off with, Christian. We got Kane facing off with Kofi. And we had Otunga and Sheamus. But, evidently we've had a little bit of an opponent swap at some point. My goal here with Kane, I'm not even going to pretend, you know, I'm just going to come out and say it. My goal here, to continue this story and really put Kane over, is to have him beat every single person. That would be the most satisfying outcome here. To really be like the undisputable United States champion. But I also kind of wanted to like give everyone a fair shot and have it be a little harder for me to actually come out with the win. So I thought a 6-man battle royal just made the most sense. It's actually quite a tough one to win at times. Admittedly, I'm starting to learn this game is not very hard because I'm still not really losing much. I might need to put it on Legend just to fully get as difficult as possible to make sure that I actually do lose sometimes, because it is getting a little bit too easy, and I'm not really looking for it to be like the hardest thing on earth, but at the same time I just want it to be that I don't always win. As silly as that sounds, because obviously if you guys know that the guy I play always wins, that's not exactly fun to watch, but at the same time, there's just no fucking chance of me sitting back and just not playing the matches. So that's a guarantee. I will be playing the matches still. The only reason I didn't play those 2 women's ones because I didn't really know who to play, and I just felt bad about the concept of playing as Tiny Shiny in the first one. So, I mean, in the first one that she was in. So, to not only like create your own character, but to have your character be the first ever champion because you controlled them and made them the first champion, just seems like going a little too far. Be really awkward if the first guy I wound up eliminating with Kane was Bourne, but it's looking that way unless I can switch targets. I ain't gonna actively seek it out though. Yeah, there you go. Sheamus to the rescue. Again, this one's supposed to have had a momentum charge speed of fast, but they're not really going up all that fast. Kofi. I just realized another character that's missing from this game. Everyone's talking about Chris Masters. Everyone. One comment was talking about Chris Masters. You know who else is missing? Bret Hart. That's another DLC character that's missing. Admittedly, he was the pre-order bonus. I actually had the Bret Hart edition. I really regret getting rid of that in a way. Like, I really liked them on the PlayStation a lot more because of the frame rates and the... You know, it's just a bit more honest. It's not trying to force upscale the resolution and garbage like that. But... I really liked the Bret Hart edition. It was a nice case, and the fact that it came with all this DLC that I actually cannot buy anymore. You know, we would have had Community Creations, we would have had Bret Hart, we would have had Chris Masters, but we don't. Oh. Okay, the champ and his tag partner are exchanging roll-ups. Oh, Kofi Kingston just eliminated his own partner. Bourne is no longer the champion because his own tag team partner just pinned him. Well, he wanted a triple threat, he got it. Wasn't ever gonna go his way, I guess. I hope that's not the end of the team of Kofi and Evan already. I hope that they don't fall apart because of that one. It would be a little bit heartbreaking for them to immediately separate just because Kofi pinned him.
Well, it looks like he's really focusing in on that back.
Kane controlling the arm.
Oh, it doesn't get more punishing than that.
Man, Kane's really hurt. It's almost like it's because I'm playing that one, he's doing a little more poopy than the rest. I say I will gladly eat the pin if I have to. Oh no. Kofi Kingston looking to go 0 for 2. Nope. There goes Kofi. Gotta no-sell something. Or else I'm just not doing an Undertaker or Kane match right. Oh shit. David Otunga with that really awesome spinebuster. Not a chance.
Oh my, just raw, unmitigated power.
Aww, the chokeslam ran out. Man, Otunga could be the first guy from the Nexus to win a belt. Well, we've got our first ever title change in the universe, and it's Bourne dropping the US Championship almost immediately. First guy to drop a championship. Took him 1 month. First defense. I don't know why, but like Kane is just getting his ass beat. This is proving to be really difficult. Oh, that's annoying. The kick out meter actually moves if they shove us. Otunga's random rise through the ranks might give him a US Championship win, and that is really strange to think. He's the only one that's not like worn out in this match.
And there's the double team. Kane controlling the waist. A textbook suplex.
And he just keeps fighting back. Oh, I thought we were going to say goodbye to Sheamus there. His extremely bright outfit. Oh, fuck! Right in the dick!
Oh man, what impact from that suplex!
The Dubliner. Sheamus is the first Irish-born champion in WWE history.
They lock up.
Can't stop David Otunga, apparently. I didn't even mean to do that. It just changed the target on me out of nowhere.
Oh, it doesn't get more punishing than that.
Sheamus.
Sheamus from behind.
Ah, there you go. Now Otunga's hurt too.
When I look at Sheamus, I just see that.
I don't have a problem with Otunga, but out of everyone that was in this battle royal, he's the least favorite I would have had to win. So I gotta try and make sure he doesn't come out with the title. That's just not what I want to see, personally.
Look at the power of Kane. He hits the drop kick from an incredible vertical leap.
No, I didn't want to fucking do that. Christ, this targeting is shit.
Gets him on the line. 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Over for that superstar.
Oh my gosh, big.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line. 1, 2. And will this be it? 1, 2. And shoulders down. 1, 2.
I'll just
Here's the pin. Title on the line.
taunt my way through the match whilst they do this.
1, 2.
My god, I do not miss this.
2. Can he score the pin? 1, 2. This could do it. 1, 2.
Alright, you know what?
Shoulders are down. 1, 2.
There you go.
Sheamus has been eliminated.
Oh, short shot.
Well, it's Christian or Kane.
Vintage Kane. Woo, a little showboating going on
I
here.
think we know which one's coming out with the win.
Kane with all that strength, all that
I think we
power.
know which one's trying to come out with the win.
Caught him.
Oh my god, that is a beautiful choke slam.
Shattering choke slam by Kane. 1, 2.
He may not have directly beaten Evan Bourne to do it, but there you go. The rightful man in the match, the rightful contender, still came out the champion regardless.
Here's your winner and the new United States champion, Kane.
There were a few changes along the way. There were a few extra challengers thrown in, but nonetheless, Kane has been given the opportunity to break character and win the US title, and god damn it, he'll do it. There you go. Still not really sure that's Kane under that mask, you know? Still not really sure. Well, after being the man to beat the undefeated streak, this one only made sense to have happen.
Contest is for the Cruiserweight Championship of the World. Introducing the challenger from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing 236 pounds, Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy has proven that he is so far the only guy that's actually been able to somehow beat Zack Ryder, who keeps weaseling his way out of matches. So rightfully so, with the Cruiserweight title needing to be on the line, since we've almost reached 30 days without it being defended. This will be the 28th, I want to say, because it's been 4 weeks. And they're also, obviously, I'm going for the whole 30-day no defense clause, which is why the tag titles must be defended the next night on Raw, because the Hart Dynasty haven't defended them yet. Matt Hardy, the only guy who's beaten Zack Ryder so far, makes sense that he would then be the one to get the opportunity.
And his opponent, the Cruiserweight champion of the world, Ryder.
And obviously what we've had so far is Zack Ryder trying to prove his position, prove his worthiness to still hold on to that. by challenging the tag team champions to a handicap match on Raw, which went about as well as you'd expect. The Hart Dynasty absolutely annihilated Zack Ryder. And of course, Zack Ryder's had his fair share of enemies and one ally. He's made enemies with Matt Hardy as well as Kofi Kingston. And there's one of Matt Hardy's personal enemies right there. Literally just lost a championship match in the United States title. Is now saying he's attending the show as a fan. Even bothered to change his outfit. He didn't put any clothes on, he just changed it to a different wrestling outfit. But realistically, if there was one guy to actually challenge Zack Ryder for the Cruiserweight Championship, it's got to be the only guy that's beaten him via pinfall. There hasn't really been a lot of build around the Cruiserweight division, so it kind of had to be Matt Hardy or bust, really.
Wow, did you see that? That was unreal. Zack Ryder goes behind.
Ooh, the head just bounced there.
That'll do some damage. Zack Ryder has the headlock.
More like Sack Ryder, am I right?
See the pain shoot through this superstar's body off that slam.
I mean, credit where due. No, I can't actually say credit where due. Zack Ryder's not exactly proven to be a worthy champion. His very victory over Kofi Kingston was because he attacked him before the match. And then coming out of that, he was attacking Matt Hardy. He had William Regal in his corner. He was doing all kinds of stuff. Zack Ryder's never really proven that he is worthy of the Cruiserweight Championship. So no, I take that back completely.
What's he planning here?
Matt Hardy has, on the other hand, shown he's very deserving.
He jumps and knocks his opponent down with a drop kick.
I don't really know why Sheamus is at ringside, but at least that one doesn't seem to have been calculated by Zack Ryder. Unless he's got some kind of association with both Sheamus and William Regal. Very European group for Zack Ryder to be associated with.
It might be time for him to reassess the situation.
Okay.
He jumps and knocks his opponent down.
Matt Hardy really making sure that this one goes on for as short a time as possible. Magnificent.
What do you think Matt Hardy has to do here, Kane?
Look, this is one superstar who knows what he's doing in the squared circle. Don't be at
Could
all
get that
surprised
Zack Ryder
when he pulls
cooldown
out
time on the outside.
You know, this young man, Zack Ryder, is in phenomenal condition. Looks like he hasn't had carbs since 2006.
She's coming to say hi to Sheamus.
Come on, move it.
Hardy controlling the head.
Oh, there it is. Oh, the elbow connects. Wow, Ryder just got flattened.
Realistically, Ryder is the kind of champion who would get himself counted out, disqualified, whatever it took.
Could end in a count out. Right down the neck.
Watch it.
Remember, the Cruiserweight Championship is up for
Oh, this could be the very beginning of the end for Matt Hardy now.
and Hardy could
Because the very thing that Hardy beat Zack Ryder with was just a random roll-up.
Zack Ryder controlling the waist.
What's gonna happen now?
Sometimes it's the simplest things that get the job done.
Oh, right to the gut.
Zack Ryder told me before that no one truly knows. Will it be? 1, 2. Matt Hardy hanging in there.
Honestly thought for a minute that Matt Hardy wasn't even going to kick out of that. I would have been very disappointed.
Cover here.
Just got to keep on trying.
2. You can see the toll this match has taken on Matt Hardy, but Matt will battle back with everything he's got.
We might need to start doing that soon
He
then.
has to be shooting through his face.
Right now he's just getting his ass kicked.
Zack Ryder's not afraid to talk trash. Oh, what an elbow drop. The champ does it. You can see the arrogance.
Wow, that is like literally his only taunt, isn't it?
Zack Ryder, brash, cocky.
Oh.
And I'll tell you, King, he has a serious
Ooh, good
mean
reversal
streak.
there.
Well, in my opinion, the meanest thing about Ryder is that
I like that the support has already started pouring in these episodes for Matt Hardy, who's already once again become a favorite.
What a nasty elbow.
Good counter by Ryder. Hey,
And a boot to the gut.
I'm really not sure what Sheamus is doing at ringside. That's more what my mind's on.
About this superstar, Zack Ryder doesn't care.
and Hardy just a bit faster.
Doesn't really seem to be going anywhere. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Classic Matt Hardy offense.
Matt Hardy
Gonna
willing
do it
to
again.
sacrifice life and limb to pick up the win.
With Sheamus stood idly by in the background. Oh, a third time. Okay. Hardy's getting a little bit carried away, I'd say. 3 in a row.
Matt Hardy says that when your last name is Hardy, you know no
Oh!
you're not afraid.
And this has got to be it.
There you go. Turning it around.
2.
Nope. Still no joy. Oh, jeez. I didn't mean to keep doing that.
And Hardy continues
No
to fight.
joy once again. And a second attempt.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out?
2.
And unfortunately for Matt Hardy, that was the beginning of the end. Zack Ryder with another desperation move. But in all fairness, a more valid way of retaining the title, I guess. He did actually pin him. He didn't really cheat. Exited the ring a couple times. Clearly tried to get Sheamus involved in the match at one point. A roll-up is a valid way of getting a win. It's how he suffered his first loss to Matt Hardy. But still somehow feeling a little bit robbed with the outcome. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm sure Sheamus enjoyed that match very much. Well, I'll be honest, I have no idea which version of TLC this is. Whether this is hung above the ring and got to be retrieved on a ladder, or whether this is happens to have tables, ladders, and chairs around the ring and you got to get a pinfall. I'm not sure which version of TLC we're in for, but one is definitely going to favor Undertaker a lot less than the other.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, from Death Valley, weighing 299 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker.
Well, I think if beating Primo is what gets some people to the top of the shows, more people are going to want to start facing Primo. Let's not forget that the only thing the Big Show's really done to earn his way into this match is beat people like Dolph Ziggler and Primo for the last few weeks and get himself into a team with Lex Luger. I'm not entirely sure why he's even a part of this, but he is, and I'm not going to fight it, I'm just going to let it happen. But in the situation of a TLC match, the way I see it, it's quite simple. Each weapon kind of signifies something that's an advantage for one over the other. Someone like Undertaker is more of a traditional brawler. He can go extreme, but mostly he's just tradition. So chairs, I think, kind of come into his play. They kind of come across as his advantage. As for tables, those I think are more the advantage of the Big Show. You know, the choke slam through the table, I think that's a very symbolic thing for someone the size of Big Show. Being able to lift Big Show and put him through a table, on the other hand, isn't exactly going to be a very easy task for any of the other two. Now, I know that this match isn't going to be won by someone being put through a table. I'm just mentioning that because it is part of the match. Finally, the ladders, that's the advantage of this guy. Realistically, Randy Orton, the smaller, more agile guy in the match.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds, Randy.
He's quicker, he's younger, and he's got, you know, that RKO that can be struck from the top of a ladder at any given moment. So realistically, what this all boils down to is how you win. If it's simple pinfall and submission, I gotta say it's any man's game. But if it's a retrieve it from the ladder, Randy Orton might just be able to win the world title. He might stand the best chance, realistically. All I know is that this crowd really love clapping for the World Heavyweight Championship match. Just a thunderous applause. Claps all around. Or at least we're finally getting something that isn't CM Punk versus Randy Orton. In fact, CM Punk isn't even on the damn show. I'm sure you can see CM Punk versus... I mean, I don't know what I just said. I'm sure you can see CM Punk versus Randy Orton on SmackDown this Friday, though. Don't worry. It'll be there.
Introducing the challenger. Standing at 7 feet tall, weighing 441 pounds, The Big Show.
I'm not, as I said before, I'm not entirely sure why Big Show has been thrown into the equation. He hasn't really done very much. Randy Orton has been the main event of SmackDown for 3 weeks, and he's won 2 out of 3 of those main events. Big Show has been the opener of SmackDown for the last few weeks, and he's won all of them. It's just that he's been the opener. But I mean, he is worthy of being in the World Championship picture. He was snubbed from the Championship Scramble match at Survivor Series. You know, he was originally supposed to be in it. He just wasn't in the end. So I mean, I guess this could kind of be seen as kind of justice for Big Show. This being a fair opportunity. I mean, TLC is obviously all about justice. You got Jack Swagger getting justice. You got Big Show getting justice. You know, it's all about justice. Kane, he was almost given an injustice, but he still won anyway, so the justice was served there. Justice is the key word of TLC. It's TTTLCJ. Tables, triple threat tables, ladders, chairs, and justice. Yep.
And the TLC match has begun. These 3 competitors.
How many more letters will be added onto it by the end of this, I wonder.
And bring down the prize.
There's a lot of things under the ring, and all
It's the kind of match where the championship is hung above the ring. That is definitely a big disadvantage in the order of Big Show #1. Absolutely, I think that's going to be a big disadvantage for Big Show. And that's going to be a big disadvantage for The Undertaker, just because I don't really see him as the kind of guy to do that. But Randy Orton, going to be right at home. And with the amount of momentum from all those wins on SmackDown, things are really going to be playing in Orton's favor.
The unorthodox offense.
I don't know if I'd say that's unorthodox as much as it is innovative.
Obviously, about to have been a game plan to take out Big Show there, but Orton decided to set his sights on Undertaker, so there goes that game plan.
Undertaker from behind.
I think that taking out Big Show made a lot of sense, but evidently not everyone agrees. Okay.
And that punch lands hard. Orton goes behind.
More double choke slams being dished out, and there you go. That's how you lift the Big Show. And that's how Orton almost goes through a table.
The legendary Undertaker. What must he be thinking now?
That's a nice little sequence. I like when things kind of flow together naturally like that.
World Championship. The Big Show looks angry, and there's the ladder.
There's the World Heavyweight title over there. It's both above the ring and beside it. Which one's real?
His opponent with that table.
He's got hold of that ladder.
Already got Big Show trying to go for the win. Unbelievable. This match has literally just started. A well-deserved fall for Big Show for that one. That's just greedy. I've got a feeling that Triple H versus Swagger is going to be about the same. It's going to be this very fast-paced, short-lived matchup.
The world title up for grabs. Nobody wanting to make an error in this one.
And that one hurt his hand.
What?
Hold on, where's he going?
That's not at all what was intended to happen there. Okay, that's cool.
Now taking this match outside. The ref can only watch and observe here, as there are no counters.
Undertaker, leave the fucking ladder alone.
Remember, the World Championship is on the line. Ouch, he's going to be bruised from head to toe before this one's over.
Jeez.
Ow, hard kick to the ribs. Oh, and he lands that one right to the head.
I mean, in terms of a strength advantage, that's got to go to Big Show. I honestly think that as much as I love Undertaker, he's probably the most disadvantaged in this match. He's not going to be the strongest or the biggest. That's going to go down to Big Show, realistically. It's in his friggin' name. He's not going to be the fastest. That's Orton by far. You don't get called the Viper for nothing. And he's not exactly going to be the most technical. Again, I'd give that advantage to Orton. I'm just not really sure what Undertaker's got as an advantage against them, other than the fact that he's Undertaker, and that should be enough.
The dead man from behind. A colossal counter. Undertaker goes behind.
What a sequence of punches!
And I think it's obvious that he'll stop at nothing to win here tonight.
Oh, mama!
Just unstable, disturbed is Randy Orton.
I knew this match was going to be a little bit of a mess. The fact that it's a triple threat alone was going to cause that. Oh, okay. Wow.
What's he up to here?
I haven't seen any chairs yet. Got to get one of those in the match. It's not really a chair, is it, Undertaker? I guess we'll set up another table.
Oh, no. His hand's wrapped around the neck. Oh. Ah, look at this.
We've got to bring the chairs into the match. This isn't just a TL match.
He's out of the ring again.
Look out. He's got a
There you
chair.
go. Now we got everything.
I don't think that chair is going to be good for much after this match.
Ouch.
The dead man controlling the waist. These men are playing Russian roulette with their careers in this environment.
If I were in this match, I'd start running now. Those steel steps can do huge damage.
What? There we go.
What a punch.
Look at Big Show just kind of chilling out with some steel steps. He's remembering his match with Eric Rowan that wouldn't have happened at this point in time. Not even close.
Big trouble.
He just wants to remind everybody. Yeah, bring those stairs in.
Looks like he's
Tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
The dead man.
hits as if
There you go, there's another ladder to add to the mix.
And the Phenom one step ahead. Hard shot to the skull.
Oh! Undertaker may be thinking old school. He is.
Sure is.
How does the Undertaker do that?
He walks on the ropes, I guess.
Undertaker, can he hit it?
Well, see, this is all good and well, but it doesn't really... Oh, what the... What? How did that break a table?
One has to be thinking about the possibility of a concussion.
Oh, yeah. Any one of those shots could give you a concussion.
Undertaker into the headlock.
Uh-oh. Whew, at least he threw me forward.
And
And a jaw-jacking punch. The dead man.
That's a scary thing to see when there's a table right next to you.
Might be big.
And again he moves to the outside.
I think it's time to grab the objective at hand. Enough work has been done.
Big Show, you have to work on those legs. I don't know of any other way to beat this giant.
He's heading up the ladder.
If you're the one to grab the title, you get to wear it home tonight.
I take it that's
Your facial features, that's for sure.
no, Undertaker, you don't do that. You're not that kind of guy.
If he can win this struggle, he might just win the match.
Why can't I?
He does it again.
Why are we fighting? What are we even fighting for? Oh, okay. Oh, that was on the stairs.
Oh, the punch connects. An aggressive shot to the midsection.
Oh, there was almost 2 tables for Orton to have gone through there.
He's just brutalizing his opponent.
I think we gotta bring the other table in, really, haven't we? We've not seen enough carnage yet. There's not enough damage in the ring. We need more.
Orton reversed it. What a battle this has been. There's no disqualification, anything goes match.
There you go. That's how you put Big Show through a frickin' table. Just launch him.
Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt. Ooh.
And he just gets back up.
Undertaker with the arm.
Oh, it doesn't get more punishing than that.
Not going down. Absolutely not.
And the Big
I
Show
will set this up beside the ladder just in case I need.
the world's largest athlete
I
is
said
in
just
Big
in case
Show.
I fucking need it, Orton, you piece of shit.
Oh my, just raw, unmitigated power. Ouch, he's going to be bruised from head to toe before this one's over.
Don't you disrespect my goddamn no-sell setup.
World title. That's why
I'll show you what you get for disrespecting the no-sell. What?
That's why they may never be the same
I pressed the finisher button and he kind of just chain grappled me in response.
Teamwork as they hit the double team.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Go on then, you two. Up you go. I got a surprise for the both of you.
If he can win this struggle, he might just win the match.
Here you go. Enjoy.
Oh, and he hits the canvas hard.
That's not the item at all that I wanted. Big Show is up already.
Ouch, he's going to be bruised from head to toe before this one's over. Going up the ladder again.
Oh no, it's just out of reach.
Take down the title. He's going home with it.
I think we got some pretty cool spots in this match. I'd be okay with it finishing here.
He's still not through.
Oh. Orton's got Undertaker's back.
Big Show from behind, high above the ring, hands back on the title. Is it coming down here? He's heading up the ladder.
Uh-oh. No.
A great
No.
European uppercut. After all of these shots to the head,
No.
I got a feeling that soon
No, no. Big Show, do something. Big Show, you dumb bastard. Wow, I mean, credit where due. That was actually a really good match. I thought that had a lot of really good spots. Even the finish I thought was really well executed. Well, some things you just can't prevent. This was one of those things.
And will things in the WWE ever
Fucking Big Show. He just stood there. Undertaker's spine got smashed on that steps as well. The way he fell on those. His body was like bent over them. That was horrifying. I think that should have been the main event. I think we could just finish the show here. We don't need Triple H and Swagger. What an awesome main event that was. I'm actually really satisfied with that. I'm not even that salty that Orton won. I'm just sorry to Saria that I didn't fulfill keeping it on The Undertaker. Wow, that was good. Well, it's time for the main event. And of course, champions come out first in 2009. Almost at 2010. I think this is actually the last show of 2009. Yeah, it would be. Well, technically Raw would be. That'd be the 29th of December. I don't even think this lands on the 28th of December, to be honest. I think I got that completely wrong. I'll check the wiki. Round of applause for Triple H for finally realizing that he has to actually show up and compete. Yeah, that's right. Everybody clap for Triple H. He actually showed up for a show. The WWE Champion on Raw. I mean, on the pay-per-view, not actually Raw. Right, this would have taken place on the 27th of December, so the 28th is the day after. So yeah, this would have been the last show, the last event of 2009, but there will still be one more Raw that's technically under 2009, and then 2010 kicks in on Superstars. As we continue towards the road to WrestleMania 26 brackets 1. But the question is, will 2 world titles change hands? Uh-oh. No, not in the main event. Swagger. Nice gold. Nice and fit for a WWE title match. Well, that puts Triple H at a huge disadvantage. That's one way to make it seem like Swagger is pretty much destined to win. Are we gonna see 2 really short-lived title reigns? I mean, this is only Triple H's second ever match, whereas Swagger's been killing it on Raw, so just like Randy Orton, it would be a well-deserved victory. One's been doing it every single week, and the other one's not even been showing up. Admittedly, Undertaker did compete on SmackDown, and that was very unfortunate. I'm not against the concept of Swagger becoming WWE Champion, I just don't like really short-lived reigns, especially really short-lived world title reigns. So I just really don't want this to be it for Triple H already. That's the only reason I'm against Swagger. Swagger may just get his time in the future. I just don't think now is the perfect opportunity. I hope you all understand. That doesn't necessarily mean it won't be his time anyway. You literally just watched me lose a TLC match. It can happen again. Universe is nothing if not for its surprises.
How much pain must the arm be in now? Again, this one's for the most coveted prize in sports entertainment, the WWE Championship. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Oh, it's almost my turn to go through a table there.
Jack Swagger goes behind. Oh. Jack Swagger controlling the waist.
Look at this technical battle.
It only happens once a year, ladies and gentlemen, and you're a part of it. The revolutionary TLC pay-per-view.
Revolutionary.
I think I saw a tooth fly out, and Swagger blocks it. Oh, look out!
Fucking booted him in the head on the way down. Man, he is really putting up a fight, but then he's got a lot of momentum riding on his back.
What can Swagger do here, Kane?
Oh, jeez. You know,
And that's legal. Can do that if he wants.
Swagger with the arm.
Just gonna keep fighting behind this ladder, huh?
Are you surprised at the confidence being shown by Swagger right now?
Very.
Really? Some fans say Swagger has a superiority complex, but he's certainly not short of confidence. What an impact from the knee.
And that one hit with the force of a big rig.
The quick kick.
Man, I gotta say, already though, Swagger's put up way more of a competition than I thought he was. I honestly thought with how OP Triple H is in this game, that like, this was just gonna be like, bury Swagger and move on. But already, I've been surprised. Already, it's just not gone down that way. Oh, fucking hell. Neck first onto a ladder. I mean, he's pretty fucking determined, I'll give him that.
Oh, look at this.
Wow, that was a massive German suplex.
Uh-oh, he's looking for the Swagger bomb.
Extremely arrogant, but there's no doubt that the All-American can back up everything he says. He said an NC.
Yeah, it's not so good when your back gets hit on a ladder, is it? Have a few more. Okay, he doesn't want more, guys. Guys, he doesn't want more.
Ooh, a skull-crushing impact.
Watch it. Oh, ow!
Jack Swagger from behind.
Man, Triple H is really out of it after the cheap shot. I can respect why Swagger would do a cheap shot in this situation, though. I mean, he was totally and utterly nearly screwed out of this match as a whole because of Triple H and a random restart. It's only because of technicality that this match is even happening. It's the story I'm going with. Michaels was the one that won the Contenders match.
That's right. If he finds an object under that ring, it's just as legal as a headlock.
Who's really the bad guy here?
Oh no, he's gonna try and break that ankle. Right on the leg. And again he exits the ring.
Uh-oh, destruction is definitely on his mind again.
Fatigue and frustration have to be setting in for Jack Swagger.
Watch it! That was like a freight train.
The game goes behind.
I'm actually not sure I can win this for Triple H. Swagger is on like a whole other level right now.
Jack Swagger has the headlock. And the pain has to be shooting through his face.
Oh, literally right on top of the ladder.
Under the rules of a no disqualification match, the referee is powerless to stop this one. He's heading up the ladder.
This could be the match right here.
Oh, Swagger, no. Get up. I say, I don't want to win that easy. I want to win, but I don't want it to be like an underwhelming win. I want like a cool spot or something at least. I know this isn't going to top that last match. That was really cool, but at least try, dude.
Watch it, watch it.
That chop turning his chest to deep purple.
This could be huge. Oh, he's on the move again. Uh-oh. Look where he's going again.
No weapons. What the hell?
Oh, head first.
I'm just looking in the wrong places.
The game into the clinch.
Oh, it doesn't get more
What's with the chops? Why does that seem so foreign to me to see Triple H do a big chop?
Looking for another object of some sort. The WWE Championship is...
I want to bring more weapons in. One chair is not enough. That's what we need. That is absolutely what we need. Stop targeting the damn ladder. Why is that a target? I understand targeting the ladder when someone's on it, but why can you just target the ladder? Dude, I just set that up. Oh my god, we just sent that ladder flying.
The game, controlling the arm. Oh man,
Face first. Just on like the legs of a table.
The thing about Jack Swagger and his approach to sports entertainment is he's deceivingly big and deceivingly powerful.
Well, Swagger's close to 6'6" and already 265 pounds. He's so young, you know he's gonna get
I wonder if you
bigger
can
as years
stack
go
tables in this game. Was that a thing? Oh, yes it was. That was always really cool. Loved the stack tables.
on. Ooh, that did it. Oh, look at this. DDT.
And Triple H is feeding off the energy in this arena.
Oh no, 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 no. Okay,
So
good.
many ways that Triple
I say,
H
don't ruin my stack tables, man. I like them.
Huge impact delivered to the neck.
You can go through them if you want. Oh shit, no, you gotta be on the top rope for that. Whoops. No, dude, come on! Man, they couldn't have made this more awkward, could they? Tell you what, Swagger really hasn't tried to win very much. Don't think he's gone for the title once.
Swagger is extremely intelligent. Not only is he a two-time All-American, he was also an academic All-American.
The game's in trouble. Watch Triple H. He doesn't waste any energy needlessly. Everything he does brings him closer to a win.
Man, he really does. Oh no. Oh, fuck. Swagger, if I were you, I would go for the win, like, right now. You have got so much time to climb that ladder right now. He thought about it. Just took him a little while.
And he lights up his chest with a chop.
With a chap.
Jack Swagger from behind. Swagger is so confident in his ability.
Right on the nose. Look at this. He didn't need a GPS to find the mark.
I want to do some kind of crazy table spot. I must. Even if it costs Triple H the title. It's a must.
Nobody better in the WWE than that man right there. Triple H.
The game.
Oh, ladder physics. Who knew?
Swagger's in trouble.
He sure is. Because he's going through some kind of wacky table spot with Triple H.
You have to wonder what Triple H has in store next. Jack Swagger squeezing down on the head.
Look out! Look out!
What a combination. You just don't know what's coming next.
Gotta put the table there. No, okay, you know what? That's a good idea.
Do this! He's enjoying this! Oh, right on the chin. Oh, right to the gut.
Oh, right to the that. Oh, right to the
Jack
this.
Swagger into the headlock.
Watch it! That was like a freight train. The cerebral assassin is so ready for this.
Swagger really didn't like that. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck, that was close. Almost put me right through the damn thing. Uh-oh. Oh, God, he's going for it.
Swagger from Perry, Oklahoma is a two-time
Whew.
All-American
You got
from
Triple H and his
Oklahoma
random rolling.
Jack Swagger loves
Moving
to
things
brag
out of the
about
way.
his amateur background. He uses some of those moves
Oh, he's got like a recover ability. Triple H don't have that. Look, buddy. Not today. That's it. I'm going up. I'm going up. Let's settle this. This is the moment that will either determine Jack Swagger as the champion or Triple H. One of these two is coming off this ladder, and the guy. Oh god. Oh shit. Oh. Fuck.
The force, my God.
Gotta do it. Gotta do some crazy table spot. It's either that or just win.
Oh, look at this. And he does it one more time.
Oh, there you go. That's gotta be it. Oh fuck, he's still up. He's still up. Swagger. All right, you've gone stupid, buddy. I'm not gonna be like that ridiculous. I'm not gonna take advantage of the fact that he's gone stupid. That would just be a lame ending. Like he gets up, but he fucking just watches instead. We already had Big Show screw that one up. There you go.
Look at the eyes of the game.
Sorry, Swagger. I gotta do it. Oh! I was not expecting that! Oh, it's still going. God, he's out for blood.
The neck isn't supposed to bend like that. Triple H, as controversial as anyone has ever been in WWE.
That's not at all what I meant to do there, but okay.
Oh, it doesn't get more punishing than that.
Just put me onto it, why don't you, Swagger?
Oh, there we go, another neck breaker.
You,
Constructing a diabolical setup.
yeah, there you go, that's what I wanted. A little bit of that.
Devastating damage to the upper vertebrae.
Swagger, man, credit to you. Even if you don't win, you're really proving your point here.
He's so good at knowing how to control a match.
No, come on, get in the ring. That's not what I meant to do.
Trying to get under his opponent's skin with this one. He's going back outside. Playing mind games.
Yeah, a little intimidation there.
All right, fine. You wanna play that game, Swagger?
The amazing thing
Oh
about
shit.
Triple H is all of his intangibles.
Oh yeah, power, aggression, intelligence, and not only does he have those things, but he might be the best in each category.
Yeah, this is gonna do it. This is gonna be the end for Swagger. Yeah, that's gotta be it. He ain't getting back up. He's not getting back up. Guy's just been thrown into a damn ladder. Full body.
And again, the mind games are played.
Oh, okay, he is getting back up.
In a boot to the gut. Triple H.
And the game hits the spine buster.
Oh my god. You know what? Fine. You want to do it? Let's do it. Do it, dude. Do it. Up you come. You asked for this. You are getting thrown out of the ring.
Oh no, the suplex.
Because that was a thing in this game.
Oh my God.
Good fucking night. If only there was a table out there, that would have been a beautiful way to have ended it. I don't know if that would have broken his fall and helped or what, but regardless. What the fuck? Okay. Well, besides Triple H got a little crazy at the end there. I gotta say, that was good.
I think I still like the match before it more. That was a good one. It could have ended several times before. I just wanted to draw it out. I mean, isn't that the point of a big gimmicky match? It could have ended ages ago, but they just drag it out. That Triple H, what a fucking madman. I enjoyed this show. I enjoyed this one a lot. Survivor Series was a fun start, but I feel like this has really captured the magic. This is a show I was proud of, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it too. I don't want to pat myself on the back because I didn't really do anything. I just played the matches, but that was very satisfying. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at the rankings and the news and all of that, and then get a little preview of the next episode of Raw, which will have a tag title match thrown on there, so one of the 4 matches will be getting changed because the Hart Dynasty do really need to defend their tag titles. I don't know who they'll actually defend them against. Depends on who the top rated Raw tag team are. Barring DX. I have laid that rule because they haven't actually teamed yet, so they shouldn't be the top contenders for the tag titles. They've not done anything yet as a team. So Melina and Kelly Kelly are now enemies, as are Natalya and Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly has made some enemies, basically. The Miz and Luke Gallows are now enemies, which makes sense. Randy Orton has won the World Heavyweight Championship, and Jack Swagger and Triple H are now enemies, which is fair enough. They did put each other through hell. So, in terms of the women's rankings, Michelle McCool has taken the #1 spot. Tiny Shiny, for some reason, has dropped to #5. I'm not really sure why. And Layla's dropped to #6 when she was apparently 2. I don't really know what to say about any of that. DX have gone up a rank, whilst MVP and Mark Henry have gone down. In terms of who will be challenging for the tag team titles on Raw, I'm not really sure. There isn't really a strong team on Raw at the moment to contend for the titles. You got DX, MVP and Mark Henry, the Nexus, Bourne and Kofi. None of them really scream top contenders, in my opinion. But I guess out of all of them, personally for me, I'd say probably the Nexus. But that's just me. In terms of The Miz, Vance is still the #1 contender despite his loss. I don't really think there's been much changes here, so I don't know. Big Show is now the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight title. Undertaker has been dropped from the champion to rank 3, which I find to be a little bit shocking. Not really sure what made Big Show more important either, but whatever, I guess. Randy Orton and Big Show is the new world title feud going forward, I guess. Don't really know what else has changed there. I just thought I'd show you the rankings. In terms of the Divas Championship, Natalya is the #1 contender for Melina's championship. And Brie Bella the bottom ranked. Pretty much all you need to know from that one. The Hart Dynasty, same rankings again. David Otunga, for some reason, has been marked the #1 contender. I don't know what it is about him losing, but he just keeps going up despite it. Man must be loaded. And in the main championship, Jack Swagger remains #2, Michaels remains #1. Evan, Bourne and Kane appear to have gone up at the expense of Kofi Kingston and Christian, although that may have happened from Raw. I don't honestly remember. Anyway, moving onwards, the preview for Raw you'll be getting for this week's episode is R-Truth versus Zack Ryder. That is the match I will be replacing with a tag team title match because that is featuring The Legacy, which are a SmackDown team, so may as well make that one the tag team title match. Brie Bella versus Alicia Fox, and a triple threat match between Triple H, Shawn Michaels and Swagger, which I think I'll let that one stay because it kind of carries on this injustice for Swagger, which has now kind of become an injustice for Michaels, and it features the champion actually competing on Raw, so I like that. That one will stay. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for joining me for TLC. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. I've got to say, I really enjoyed doing this show. I'll see you guys later. Bye.